Check it out. I like this. Uh-oh. Welcome back. Episode 12, May 18th, 2020. We are back. Welcome back, everybody. Glad y'all could come in and check us out. Sorry about the delay. Doing a lot of stuff with my son with the recruiting tip. My restaurant's starting to kick back off. Like I said again, brought to you by Jalapeno Restaurant, Harrisburg, Virginia. Come out and see me. See what everybody's talking about. We're doing a lot of big things out here now. Had a lot of comments, a lot of good stuff. Appreciate all the feedback. A lot of people were talking about the big old NBA Top 74. I'll get to that. Big O got no love. A lot of people got more love than what I should, but we'll get into it in a second. We'll start off with some of the things that I'm seeing like crazy. I mean, I'm happy for the world trying to get back to what they're trying to get back to. My only concern is it coming too fast? I mean, is it like it's not over yet, right? But I'm happy to see sports coming back. You know, NASCAR came back yesterday, brand new race, first race. I'm not a NASCAR fan, but did I have it on at work? Yep, it was new. It wasn't no classic, ESPN Classic. It wasn't no 30 for 30. It wasn't. So of course it was on. Congratulations to Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick. Like I said, I'm not a big NASCAR guy. My favorite racer was Dale Earnhardt, then it was Junior, now it's Joey Logano. I like Joe Gibbs racing and stuff, and I liked the Intimidator back then. But I can tell you, I'd never watched a whole race before in my life, and I couldn't remember the last one I watched, like for a long time or whatever. But that just goes to show you, like I talked about, certain sports can come back faster than others. You know, you're driving in a car, you're by yourself, you're secluded. We talked about tennis. And obviously the Korean Baseball League has shown us that baseball can come, which we kind of figured that anyway. But, yeah, so, and people are like, oh, they're doing it without the crowd, I don't really think crowd noise for certain things. I mean, yeah, it plays a part for momentum and stuff like that, but you can do it. I mean, as you see with these sports, I think crowd noise is just more like football or, you know, basketball maybe, stuff like that. But that's just for momentum and just for like, I think it sells better on TV. Like when I was talking about the NASCAR and the hockey, I was saying hockey, those kind of things I feel like I would be better at watching live. NASCAR, hockey, stuff like that. I can't really watch many hockey games. I'm a Capitals fan, but I only really watch the playoffs when it's on TV because I don't know. But when it was live, you watch a live and it's like, oh, they fight, they hit, they boom, boom. I don't know why. It's more intense. Certain sports. Now, football, professional football, that is, I'm to the point where I kind of like watching it at home now because I'm relaxed. I got my computer up for fantasy. I got this going on. I got that going on. I ain't got to worry about concession stand prices. I ain't got to worry about the bathrooms. I ain't got to worry about all these people bumping me and sitting in a seat like this. And I'm a big dude. I like to stretch out. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be all like this, conflicted. Oh, go team, go team. No, I'm trying to relax, enjoy. If I want to take a drink, I can take a drink. I got to worry about nothing. Basketball's probably either way. That's probably the closest one for me. I've been at it. It depends on how I need to be closer. If I'm going to be way up, I really watch it on TV. But if I get real kind of in the middle and closer, I'm trying to be in a live basketball game too. Let me say, what's y'all's thoughts on those? Maybe y'all have experienced some different things that I haven't. I've been in the dream seats for football, and it was great. And I'm not saying that's not great, but you're always on one side. You don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? So it's kind of, I don't know. Let me know what y'all think about that. How do we feel about sports opening up so fast? I think at the end of the day, it's all about the money. I mean, money rules the world. Cash rules everything around me. I mean, that's what it is. People are taking financial smashes. Come to find out. And now more colleges are taking financial smashes. Different things are happening in different universities. The only difference is, for professional sports, they're getting paid regardless. They get paid. So we like, get out there. I don't care if you got no fans or not. Get out there and do what you're supposed to do. But the college athletes, they ain't getting no money. They ain't getting nothing. How you gonna go tell somebody, I need your son to go out there and play and risk his life to a parent? I mean, it's tougher, you know what I'm saying? But if they're not getting that money, how they gonna take care of the universities? How they gonna take care of the other schools? How they gonna do that? So I think they pushing it. They coming, but if they can keep it safe, I'm all about it. Cause like you can see UFC, you know, a lot of things are coming back easier. But the team sports is where we're gonna have the issues, and the team sports are the ones that is the most popular. I mean, what's the most popular sport? Football, team sport. What's the second? Probably the most global sport. Basketball. Oh, well, I'm out of soccer. Sorry, soccer fans. But United States or American sports. So, it is what it is. My big thing I just saw this morning, the New York governor was talking about how he plans to open up sports without the fans. I'm sitting there like, in New York, like, the number one or one of the top few places for this coronavirus? And you talking about opening up something? I mean, yo, they need. Hey, man, I don't know. It's great. Maybe they know some stuff I don't know. People know stuff I don't know. I don't know. But, whatever. But getting back to it, it looks like they are pushing to get this NBA season continued and finished. I'm hyped that the players actually wanted to do it. They did a vote. People want to do it. They want to come back. And we know the baseball, especially since the Korean League's doing it, they talking about 4th of July weekend, they coming back. So here's my question for you guys. Here's my question. If and when the NBA season concludes, regardless who the winner or loser is, will you think less of it or highly of it or indifferent or what? Let's say the Clippers won. Would that be an excuse for LeBron to be like, we were clicking, we were doing this. That's the reason I lost. Or let's say LeBron does win. Are we gonna say, oh, he only won because he got that rest, because he's older now. He needed that big rest. You see what I'm saying? Are we gonna have an opinion about the winner or the loser, regardless who it is? Same thing with baseball. See, I think baseball's gonna be a little different because you ain't started yet. And what do we always said about baseball? The season is too long. I mean, haven't we always said that? The season is too long. Now they talk about cutting it back, just playing your division, playing your, the American League, playing the American League, National League, playing the League. I like that better anyway. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't mind like the Subway Series when they have it, but it should be like one time. Like New York play New York and Dodgers can play the Angels. Or, just do it for one weekend. Make it like a big deal, like interleague weekend or interleague week or whatever. Make it put something excitement behind that. When I know they playing 3, 4, 5 times series a year, it's like I'll catch it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Put something on it to make it like, oh, it only happening one time a year. Let's go check it out. You know what I mean? And make it like a me versus you if we're fans and make it fun. In my opinion. So I think this proposal for this short season might be a way that they could come up with different rules or whatever to hype up baseball. I think baseball is exciting, but I think people look at it as it's a slower sport anyway. But if it was less games and more meaningful games, what I mean by that is less regular season, maybe more postseason. They got the double wild card or whatever, but maybe make another spot. Add another team. You see football doing it. And football ain't got no problems with exciting every week. No problems every week for exciting. But they add another team. You know what I mean? You can make more money in a playoff series than you gonna make for like 10 regular games because you gonna charge way more money for the tickets, way more money for the TV time, way more money for the concessions because the people gonna have to go and they gonna do it, and it's gonna be more exciting. I'm going to watch game number 175, or I'm going to watch a series that's a playoffs where they got to win 2 to win or go home. That's more exciting, man. And I think baseball might learn something from this, kind of like the NBA is talking about with this whole rescheduling how they're going to start the season and stuff. They might get something out of that too. My only concern is the champion. Is there going to be a little beside the champion? Because Look, honestly, like I said, I'm a Kobe fan. I'm Kobe. My mentality, everything. And I don't like LeBron James. I mean, I like LeBron James as a person, but like, I think I'm just more of a you should have been better. Even though you are one of the best ever, but you could have been this. You know what I mean? But I feel like he's gonna get screwed either way. I feel like he's gonna get screwed either way. If he wins, it's because y'all had a break. You lose, it's because we were on the road. It's bull crap. I mean, so whatever. So the only thing I think that can help LeBron before the junk starts, he needs to go have a press conference. During his little interviews, he can be like, one way or the other. Like, if they say, "Are you rusty?" With this time off, he'd be like, "No, that's not gonna be a concern. We ready to go." Then, what I mean? Actually, that might hurt him. He might not want to say that. But yeah. So let me know what y'all think about the NBA and the Major League Baseball seasons. The way they're gonna be shortened. Is there gonna be an asterisk beside anybody? What good could come out of each one? And how y'all feel about that? NBA Top 74. Here's my thoughts on it. I gave y'all a few days before I wanted to talk about it because this is a big thing to me. So, here it is. NBA Top 74 wins the Forell Award. Forell. Kobe number 9. Man, I don't know what kind of junk they got going on. I ain't never seen Kobe below 5. I've seen him anywhere from 1 to 5. I ain't never seen him no 9. 9. Come on. I know Larry Bird's one of the best ever. He better than Kobe? Is he? I mean, he's had a super duper star team his whole career, right? I'm not taking nothing away from Larry Bird, but Tim Duncan? Now we want to say Tim Duncan's better all of a sudden? Really? Is he the greatest power forward ever? Maybe. Probably. But what does that mean? Just because you're the best at one position and Kobe's either 1A or 2 or whatever, that don't make that position better than that position. You know what I mean? So, nothing against Tim Duncan. Great rivalries. But I will say this. If y'all would have took care of business and not let LeBron and Ray Allen steal that daggone championship, Duncan would have had 6. LeBron would have had 2. And the stories of life would be completely different right now. Tim Duncan would have 6 to go with Michael Jordan with 6. Kobe would only have 5. LeBron would have 2. The stage would be so crazy if Ray Allen does not make that shot. And if Tim Duncan is in for the daggone rebound. What in the world? That's just something crazy right there. I was thinking about, man. Suppose that would have happened. Looking at everything now, Duncan would have 6, and would he have a claim to much more? I mean, the 74, top 74 had him at 8. And I'm mad about that. But if he'd won that 6, I might have been like, yo, he might be 5. That's how crazy it is. Man. Get into a little bit of the Last Dance. I'm gonna probably get into it more of it on the next episode, but 9 and 10 was last night. It's the last 2 episodes. I'm sure everybody watched it. What'd y'all think about it? I thought it was, first off, my first input about it. I'm not gonna go deep into it, like I said, because I got some other stuff I want to talk about. But didn't it seem like it was more like a like those 30 for 30 show, like not 30 for 30, sorry, like a ESPN Classic, whatever showing. I feel like they showed so much in the series and the games in those last 2 days. It wasn't enough. I guess I just got caught up in all the talking of trash and the Michael Jordan, more candid comments, more candid things being said. I feel like this one was more about watching the basketball aspect of it. And don't get me wrong, that plays a huge deal in it. That going this basketball team trying to win their last championship. But I would have liked to see more of a, I mean, it was the ownership that was splitting them up. I thought it was going to be more of a, what's going to happen? Like leading up to the game 6, leading up to the finals. What are we gonna do? I wanted to see more of a. I mean, they showed Jerry Krause or whatever on the buzz. He's like, "Oh, how do you feel about next year?" He's like, "Oh, I'm just thinking about right now." And it was all a little glimpse of that. I feel like they should have dove into that more. You built it up the whole time. Y'all making fun of the dude, calling him this. What's gonna be the reason y'all break up? You looking up at him, calling him out. He calling y'all out before the playoffs, talking about this was Phil's last season, and then all of a sudden to tinker into the end, like, and it just kind of just dwindled away, in just the basketball part of it. So that was my first reaction about it. Like I said, I'm gonna probably watch it again tonight just to dive more into it tomorrow, but. Anticipation is everything, and when you're anticipating so much and you don't get it, it's kind of like somebody's like, "Oh, yo, you gotta check out that movie, yo. Go check out that movie. That movie's off the chain." They keep building. Yes, it's banging. And you watch it, I'm like, it was good, but God, you made it like it was gonna be the greatest thing since sliced bread. You know what I mean? But if they wouldn't have told you that, it might have been good. You kept telling me the whole time about the conflict between the owner and Phil Jackson and Jordan coming back and all this. You know what I'm saying? They want a little clip to Pippen. Hey, are you coming back next year? I guess we'll see. Walk away. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like they ended that part of it too like, oh, I didn't get enough of that one. I didn't get enough of that one. That kind of irritated me. But I will say, this was a whole season that they documented, and it lasted 10 episodes. I can't wait for Kobe's last season one like this. I'm not saying it got to be 10 episodes, but they recorded his last season. I hope they did it just like that. Got behind the scenes stuff. Got all kinds of stuff I ain't never seen before. I can't wait. Can't wait to see that. One little thing I will talk about the Last Dance episodes. Like I said, I'll dive into it more next episode. Yo, Scottie Pippen took a beating in this series. I feel like he took a beating for being one of the greatest players ever. They started off when he first talked about him how instrumental and everything else, but it seems like he took so many beatings. Not that he helped himself, because they asked him, "Hey, would you ever change anything that you ever did?" He said, "No, I do it all the same." Dummy. Why would you say that? That was dumb. You could have changed a whole lot of stuff, buddy. But anyway, I think everything's overlooked. And people are overlooking one thing. If I had to pick one thing that people overlooked, was the Game 6 Scottie Pippen. We talk about the flu game for Michael Jordan, the flu game, which now we see as food poisoning game. So I don't know where this flu game crap came from, but it's the food poisoning game. And we're courageous about Michael Jordan. And this is I'm going somewhere with this. This is where I come to LeBron James and why my problem is, okay? Michael Jordan, that food poisoning game, gets so much heroism and so like, oh my God, it's an iconic thing because he did it. Because he's always been a killer. He's always done it. He's always been there for you. You know what I mean? He's always dependable. You always counted on him to do that. So when he does it, even when somebody puts him way down and still does it, you're like, that's why you're the greatest. That's why you're the best. You know what I mean? That's why you do it. People like Scottie Pippen and LeBron James, Pippen won't go in a game because the ball wouldn't come to him. I don't want to play. I'm going to get surgery because I don't feel happy with this. LeBron James, same thing. Throwing headbands on the thing, pouting, flopping around, pissed off, mad. That's right, I can't get any players. Give me some players. No. But then when he makes a shot, it's like, okay, I mean, good job. You're a great player. You don't get enough respect because of the other stuff. Jordan got all the respect because of what he always did. Scottie Pippen got no respect for Game 6. And I never really realized the intensity of what he was going through. The first play, when he went up for the dunk or whatever, he pulled something in his back, could barely move. Watching the highlights of that game, and I feel like if I actually went back and YouTubed and found the game, you'd see more instances of this dude like barely move. He went to the locker room like 3 times. 3 times. And forced himself to come back out there. Why? Because Michael Jordan's like, yo, I need you out there. Michael Jordan said, I need you out there. Be a decoy, something. I need you better on the court. He don't get no respect for that and the things that he did in that game because he always has these little punkish moments. That's why. Just like LeBron James. he don't get credit for all the things he's accomplished and amassed in life and on the court because of his punkish moments. All you think about people blowing on him like Lance Stevenson. Can you imagine somebody blowing on Kobe Bryant or blowing on Michael Jordan? For real? For real? I mean, we saw Matt Barnes try to throw a ball in Kobe's face. He like that. You talking about somebody blowing on you and you... Come on, man. That's the difference. Too many punkish moments in your career will not help you when the lights are on and you make a big shot. People are always going to remember the Dallas Mavericks series. You're going to remember that. You're going to remember that. No matter how many game-winning shots you hit, it don't matter. Don't matter. Same thing with Scottie Pippen. I never hear anybody talk about Game 6. How courageous he was. Fighting through the pain. The last dance. And we're doing it. And if we don't win this, it's going to Game 7 in Utah. And who knows what can happen. Oh, my back's messed up. Da-da-da. What you heard in that game was Scottie was hurt, but Michael Jordan pushed through and he was tired. He was sweating tired. He's carrying the team, scored all these points. I'm sitting there like, that's what Michael Jordan does. That's what Michael Jordan does. So, Scottie still can't get no love because of his punkish moments, man. And that's sad to say, but it's going to be like that forever. Same thing we were talking about earlier with Isaiah Thomas and the no shaking the hand things. Those punkish moments people always remember in your life, yo. No matter what kind of good things you do. Punkish moments. Myles Garrett for the Cleveland Browns. This dude's a stud. Stud player. #1 pick in the draft. That punkish moment, swinging that daggone helmet, hitting the Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback, go live with him forever, dude. Don't matter what he does. Doesn't matter. I mean, it's just one of them things. But like I said, I'll dive more into that. I want to hear what y'all think about my comparisons with the Scottie Pippen punkish moments and LeBron James. LeBron James, the way they, are portrayed and by people like me, I guess. Some people might not think that, but my number 2 forell for today. I got 2 forells today. This one right here blows my freaking mind. They're trying to get more minority coaches in the NFL, okay? Their proposal was to get better draft picks like in the 3rd round or something. Really? 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 For more coaches? What are we doing? How do you think that this is going to be a real life thing? How do they think that this is going to work? This ain't going to work. What are you talking about? You're going to see minority coaches getting hired they're going to make up titles. He's the project manager of the consultant of the grass growing green thing, so we get an extra draft pick or something. What? That's the best we can come up with? That's the best thing we can come up with to try to get more minorities in there, huh? No. You can't just come up with a rule for stuff like that. You can just come up with rules to figure out these things. You know what I mean? You got to dive deeper into it. You know what I'm saying? You have to dive deeper into it, man. It's just, I'm not saying I know the perfect answer to get more minority coaches in the NFL sport, but you can't tell me a sport that's at least 80% black. Everybody's just dumb jocks and nobody knows the game. I mean, I'm not saying everybody can be a coach because everybody can't be. Just like everybody can't be a football player because everybody can't be. But there's got to be more than a handful. But I ain't going to get into that like that. I want to hear what y'all think about it. I just think the rule and proposal was stupid. That was my biggest thing. For you to come out there and actually think that this was a good idea to say something like that and to try to constitute that as a rule was beyond me, yo. Beyond me. College football, we never know when it's going to start. The recruiting deadline is blackout's till the 30th of June. So that gives me and my boy some time. He's looking at different stuff. different things going on. One university we were talking about, we were looking at, would be our ACC school. I'd love to see Duke, Maryland, one of them. Speaking of Maryland, hey man, Maryland got a new quarterback. Tua's little brother going to Maryland. I'd love for my boy to get a handoff from him. That'd be crazy. But anyway, so whoever took over Maryland, whoever's in charge of Maryland, which I think we know one of the coaches that's involved in some things, but whoever the head person is doing things, whatever, needs a raise. Needs a absolute raise. Because Maryland, a couple years ago, had the player die field. Scrutiny after scrutiny, player, all these things, lawsuits, firings, and all this. And now all of a sudden you got Tua's little brother coming to your school. That's all everybody's going to talk about. You know how many games people are going to try to show of Maryland all of a sudden? You know how much they can raise their ticket prices just for a little bit just because of the name Tua? Or Tua's brother, Tagovailoa, whatever. I don't even know his first name. But, you know what you can get out of this? You went from people transferred to get the heck out of there to, I'm trying to go play with him, y'all. We going to be able to. That's crazy. So he needs a raise. Whoever's in charge of that needs a raise. I know it went a little longer today. I haven't seen you in a while. I apologize. Today in sports, I just had a birthday not too long ago. Brandon, I hope your birthday was good. It made me look at it because on this day, 2004, Randy Johnson threw a perfect game at the age of 40, which is outrageous. Just thinking about that. But remember, May 23rd, Rich Meyer Show, 8 p.m. I'll be on his show, May 23rd, 8 p.m., Rich Myers. Hey, thank y'all for checking it out. See y'all next episode. Thank you, episode 12. Appreciate y'all.